after much motivation and wanting to express my sports opinions, I've decided to do my own sports talk show here on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you subscribe to. And I'm going to call it Top of the Hill because my name is Daniel Hill. I'm going to call it Top of the Hill Sports Talk. This is episode number 1. I want to get into NFL rule changes. There's a lot of talk right now going on about NFL rule changes, and I want to just express my opinions about them. First thing is the hip drop tackle. The defense has already been handicapped when it comes to being able to do what they need to do to bring someone down to the ground, especially when it comes to big tight ends, big wide receivers, big running backs, running them down from behind. It's already pretty difficult. So I can see the challenges in bringing someone down from behind, and it's going to be very difficult to even make that judgment call for referees. So I hope that the NFL and referees do a good job of seeing the nuance in these calls and implement it in a way where it'll protect the runners and protect the offensive players, but also give the defense a chance to do their job and make the tackle. There has been instances where, in my opinion, they aren't technically hip drop tackles. The biggest one that I saw from last year was a Mark Andrews tackle. I don't personally think that was a hip drop. He came in from the side, knee on knee, dropped his body weight. But if you look at defensive ends like Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa, J.J. Watt, oftentimes when they grab a quarterback, they literally throw their legs out into the air and drop their bodies and then put all of their body weight onto the quarterback or running back or whoever they're tackling, and they're not calling that a hip drop. So what's the difference? I think it's going to be really hard to differentiate the two. The second one is the kickoff. I love the new kickoff format. I think it's going to bring a lot of excitement to the NFL. The kickoff in the last few years has just basically been ceremonial. We know that all the NFL kickers can just kick it out of the back of the end zone pretty easily, especially with your Justin Tuckers and your Butker. But I think that this might bring back the Devin Hesters and the Viasikihimas and all of these returners that can actually do something special for their team and change momentum during the course of a game. So I'm excited to see how that is implemented and how that works. The last thing is just a simple one, and I think kind of flew under the radar, is the game clock elapsing. How they quoted it is they're going to allow a replay review when there is clear and obvious visual evidence that the game clock expired before the snap. So I think this is something that is important, and a lot of offenses will drain as much time as possible, especially when they're up in the game. And this is going to be interesting because I think a lot of offenses and quarterbacks are used to having that extra second at the end of the time clock, the game clock, and it's not going to be that way this year. So it's going to be interesting how many delayed games get called. So it's always fun. I love how the NFL advances and progresses in their play calling or in their rule changes, and I want to see more of it. It's fun. It's way better than most of the other sports that are very traditionalistic about their rules. We need to adapt, and I like that. So that's the end of the NFL rule changes. I want to move on to the NCAA men's tournament. It's been a lot of fun to watch for this year, but my one and major thing to say, it might be recency bias because the game just finished, but wow, DJ Burns is amazing to watch for NC State. He's the center for NC State. He's huge. He's athletic. He passes well. He rebounds well. He is a beast on the offensive end. And his smile and his charisma is amazing to watch. I think he's what we all want in our college athletes. We want to see that excitement and that smile, and that his energy is it's palpable. So go NC State. I want them to win the whole thing. The last thing is I just want to kind of throw out the best of every week. And right now, my best sports commercial, my opinion of the best sports commercial, is the Buffalo Wild Wings commercials with Will Arnett. He's awesome as a buffalo that is boxing people out or doing whatever he does. I'm a big Will Arnett fan, and I just think the sports commercials that he's doing with Buffalo Wild Wings are great. So that ends Top of the Hill Sports Talk, episode 1. If you guys have any comments, suggestions, or something that you want me to talk about, let me know. I'm not an expert, but I just want to voice my opinions out there and see how they're received. So, thank you.